But you know, I got back a little farther than what some of you do. I go back to the fact that as far as I can remember, we used to live on just past the Lambert Curve. They used to have what they call section cars. You know what section cars are?
No.
After the war, they took like cabooses, a little bigger, and they would actually make two apartments out of that. And they would drive up along this, what they call a spur. They put a spur off on the railroad track, and then park those there. And I remember when I was 4-year-old, I remember walking away from that and coming over just when all those have a curve right on almost in that curve. And so, Mother and Dad started out with a section car. That's the first I can remember. And then from there, we moved to the house where Dad and them were building. And before Dad would lay down that bridge we were talking about, there used to be a warm-water stove set there. And Mama Bradford died in 1940, I believe it was. And Papa, best I remember, he lived just quite long. So we had a room upstairs, and I slept with him. And matter of fact, he took after I slept with him, and when another would come along, that would start sleeping with him, and I'd let each one of us move to a different bed. Each one moved to a different bed.
And Anna slept at the top.
Anna had her private room at the top of the steps.
Yeah.
But I remember when we had that warm water stove at Christmas time, they would always bring us down and make us have some eat before we and pray before we got our presents. So they'd hold up a sheet, but the warm water stoves that are almost maybe a foot or so away from the bottom step or something like that. So we'd come down, they'd hold a sheet up, and might just been me and Anna at the time, but maybe Matthew might have been there too. Well, I think that time he probably was not, but anyhow, we'd come down and hold the sheet up and they'd walk us around the sheet and take us on in the kitchen. But at that time, the kitchen diner, there's only 4 rooms downstairs. The living room and the dining room actually was a kitchen and dining. And for a long time, it's that way. Then you had the two bedrooms and no bath at that time.
You didn't have a bath?
Oh, no, what they would do, they'd actually put a sheet up. I think we had the basement going downstairs. So they'd take that area there and put a sheet up, and we'd have they call it number 2 wash tubs. We'd take that wash tub and fill that wash tub up with water. And we'd put the dirtiest one way to last. And they'd heat the water on the stove, and we would the last one that was taking a bath, and that was, they cleaned it up.